Much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Tracy. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They go right back to Tracy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Locke to the air. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Locked down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ballgame. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. On the move, headed right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Prescott now on third down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense off to a good start, Brock. Here's a 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory. The running back gets it on the draw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
2nd and 13. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it'll be second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun is Prescott. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Dak throwing again. Dump off caught by his back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Dak out of the pistol. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Another throw for Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Prescott here from the gun. Has it in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They've got first down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Locke looking to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Robinson in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing now off play action. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Cowboys and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. It's caught, Ferguson. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Dak to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll throw it again. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody reading lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
Throw on 3rd down. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Tracy once more. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Man in motion here. They're going play action. He finds Slayton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Locked to throw it. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Locke. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Dak. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Dak throwing again. Caught by his back. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! That's Bobby Okereke.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Locke. Connects with Slayton. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This is Tracy. Across the 45 and still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Tracy. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A give right side to Tracy. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Locke to the air. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. It's Tracy on the carry. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. This throw is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're running the option, short side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Locke. Has it down close.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They run. Here's Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running this with Tracy. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go right back to Tracy, and he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Cowboys about set to take over. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Dak off the play fake. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Dak now from the gun. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-possession game. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Giants returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing his lock. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Pass cut by Tracy. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. It's an option to the left side. Oh, he loses the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, I one time had a coach tell me, hey, listen, I need you to be more of an artist and not a blacksmith. I need you to create. QB here does a great job creating, trying to buy something out of nothing. Unfortunately, as the clock ran out, that ball's punched free, and he gives it away.
The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. And a man is there to knock that away.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Locke. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like, the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Locked down. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Giants trailing in the early going. 1st and 10 from the 41. Locked to throw it. This finds Bellinger. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 46. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
That one's cut along the left sideline. 16 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He finds Slayton. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They kick the running back in motion. Locke looking to throw. Gets this to Slayton. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 21. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll throw it again. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 14. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a second one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Gay's kick is good, and that extends the lead to 20.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He's going to push one deep down the road. That's grabbed inside the 30. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Gano for the PAT. Yeah, and the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hand off to the back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for him. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's 4th down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Giants and this running back headed back out for a new series. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Giants football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's Tracy once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Oh, they're going to run the option in the short side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Lock. He's got him. That's Tracy. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They're running the option, short side. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Tracy. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They're running again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Turpin with a return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He lofts it deep left. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 12. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're gonna line up and go for two here. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way, and it leaves 2 points on the table.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing his lock. Connects with Slayton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A handoff to Tracy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This is Tracy. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. This time it's a passing play. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Tracy. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there. 2nd
and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. A give right side to Tracy. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now quick to the left, it's caught. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. To throw, here's Locke. Caught near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Turpin with a return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 32, it's caught. Ferguson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Dak now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Dak off the play fake. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Right up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Has it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They give it to him up the middle. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Cowboys stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Tracy. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Locke looking to throw. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Locke to throw it. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First down, here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Pickup of 5 on that play, and that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was, just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They'll run here on 1st down. Cuts it, and he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys go up by 19. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The visitors and Darius Slayton with the football once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's Locke to the air. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. Locked down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is Locke. Gets this to Slayton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They are throwing it again. He's got Bellinger. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again following the sack. Taken in by Bellinger. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Throwing on third and long. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. They've got first down from the 31. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play action, Prescott. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now here's Prescott. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys go up by 19. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Running this with Tracy. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Gano ready to send this away. Returning in from the 16. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First and 10 now from the 30. Option give here. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Dak. It's caught, Ferguson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Prescott set to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first is Prescott. Ferguson's got it. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They give it to him again. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Into traffic, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys with a comfortable 12-point lead. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he's brought down for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to the well again. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Five men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down. Another carry for him. Has a big hole left. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the fourth. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it, but the surprise paid dividends.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys go up by 19. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Locke. This finds Bellinger. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Gotta hurry this to the line. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Putting the body on the line for his team. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Locke to throw it. Hauled in left side.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing it again here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Locke. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Locke to the air. Gets this to Slayton. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.